Whoa, Sherry, you caught me whipping up some dinner. How's things
Oh,
going with you? It's 2024 and we haven't talked in a while.
well, I'm here to help. I got my apron on.
Good, good. I got my Chef Tonnet hat.
I have to warn you though, I'm not a cook. In fact, I'm terrible at cooking. And if you take a look at the things that I probably ate in my past, it's going to explain a lot.
Well,
Take a look at some of the things that they used to cook and serve. And I use that term cook loosely, cook and serve to their guests.
all right. So
All
we're
right.
going to talk about food.
Yeah.
I
You
can,
know,
I can do.
I, I'll bet you're going to remember this. Do you remember good old TV dinners?
Oh my, yes, that was a big deal. And the TV trays and
Uh-huh. You got to sit there with your TV dinner on your TV trays and watch TV.
yeah, as I remember, the food was terrible, but that was okay.
Oh, yeah. You ate it anyway. Well, some of it. I never ate the peas.
I still don't eat them.
TV dinner peas just don't go down well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's Pop Tarts now, right? People are all about Pop Tarts for
I have
breakfast.
my life have
Yeah.
never, and I know this is going to sound hard to believe, I have never eaten a Pop Tart in my life.
Wow. Well, maybe you ate one of these. Do you remember Presto Pizza?
Presto pizza.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a Pop Tart, but it's some kind of a pizza. You put it in your toaster.
No. Do
Yeah,
we
they
need
had
to do that?
Presto Pizza. Kellogg's produced those.
How long ago was that?
Oh, well, I don't know because I never ate them.
Sounds like we should learn how since neither one of us really want to do a lot of cooking.
This is true. All right. And then, do you remember Bisquick? It's still around, so
Yeah, of course I do.
Bisquick, a very popular ingredient for all kinds of foods. Well, do you remember the recipe or the meal? I guess it's a meal called Pantry Jubilee made with Bisquick.
No, but you're a lot older than me, so you'd remember that.
Oh, well, we're going to go there, are we? All right. You just opened that can of Bisquick.
Good, good.
All right. Well, if you're all about the Pop Tart pizzas, how about the piquant pizza salad? Here's the exciting part. I'm going to share the recipe with you for piquant pizza salad because who knows, you might want to bring this to your next gathering.
That wouldn't be a hot dish though. That would be a cold
A
dish.
whole dish, yeah.
Okay.
And bring this to a gathering of people that you really don't like that much because if you bring this, guarantee you will never be invited back again. So here we go. The ingredients. Are you ready?
Yep.
2 packages, 3 ounces each, of Jello lemon gelatin, 1 can of pizza sauce. My stomach is already starting to churn. 1 4-ounce can of mushroom pieces and stems, but drain them.
Um,
1 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. 1 cup of sliced ripe olives, and a half cup of thin strips of salami.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
And
first,
people ate that?
first you dissolve the gelatin in boiling water, and then you stir in the pizza sauce. How disgusting does that sound?
Uh,
And then you chill it until it's only slightly thickened, and then you add your mushrooms, your cheese, your olives, and your salami. And then you pour that into your Jello mold, chill it until firm, unmold it, and serve it on crisp greens with slices of garlic bread or crisp breadsticks.
it just doesn't happen. It I cannot put that together in my head. I mean, I my mom used to make jello with put um Del Monte canned fruits into it and
Oh
then
yeah,
stir it up and but pizza sauce? Nah,
yeah,
nah.
yeah.
Chef Boyardee does not accept that recipe.
I'm going to take a guess here
Okay.
that that if you bring this particular dish to an event, It'll serve 20 to 50 people.
'Cause nobody's gonna eat it
You want it.
until if they ask you what it is and you tell them, it will never ever get one bite.
Well, all you gotta do is look at it and see a sliced olive staring at you through the gelatin. You're not gonna take a piece of
I
it.
may, I may have to whip up a batch this evening.
You might. Why? You got somebody coming over you don't want to stay very long?
No, actually, no, it's just me. So,
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to top that off with something really special, how about cantaloupe macaroni?
cantaloupe, macaroni.
Yeah, yeah. You have to cut your cantaloupe in such a way as to make it aesthetically pleasing. Those little triangles on the sides, and
Yeah.
then you kind of scoop out the seeds, and then you fill it with your macaroni. You bring that as a side dish.
Is it like cooked macaroni?
Yeah. No, it's raw macaroni. You got to
Oh, you
bite.
know what I meant like mac and cheese, or is it just mac?
Just mac.
Wow. How long ago did this generation of people who
Yeah,
created these recipes, are they
yeah.
still alive today?
No, they died from the recipes.
Oh, good, good. Ugh.
Now, I would hazard a guess that we're looking at some post World War II recipes.
Well, yeah, because post World War II, until we started cranking out, we were still in the kind of an economic oops, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So, probably people did bring these to these. Would you call it a potluck? I mean, so far, none of this would
I'd
get
call it, I'd call it unluck.
potluck. Okay, well, let's make it a little more substantial, and
Okay.
let's try some tuna cheese macaroni loaf.
Anything with loaf other than meat loaf, tuna loaf.
Yeah, and again, it's got those sliced olives in it, and it just kind of looks like something in there is looking at you.
Yeah, I don't know. But I like tuna.
Well, yeah,
I like tuna.
but do you like it mixed in with macaroni cheese and into a loaf?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Again, back in 1950, that was probably the hot thing to take, or
Probably
the cold thing to take.
the cold thing to take, because if you don't want to take that, you could take salmon cake with avocado icing.
Salmon.
Yeah, take a look at this.
Oh, oh my God.
This is probably a higher end dish to bring to not the potluck but the unluck, because I'm sure salmon, even canned salmon, probably wasn't cheap, and then you're going to ice it with avocado. Avocados aren't cheap, so that's a pretty fancy dish
I
to
don't know.
bring.
Anybody watching this video who would like to have copies of these recipes, just go ahead and contact Sherry. She's got them all. I'm sure you'll be glad to make these up.
Did not make these up. Yeah, I so did not make these up that here you go. 1956, the Heinz Company thought we needed a pickle tree with a pickle relish tray for the holidays. And here you have it, a pickle tree. Isn't that pretty?
Oh my Lord, a pickle tree.
A
That's kind of
pickle
reminds me of
tree.
hiding the pickle in your Christmas tree, but different.
Oh, no, very clever. I
Yeah.
detect a theme here. Ah, who
Pickles
knows?
are us. Pickles are people too.
Peter Piper was, but
Yeah, yeah.
I'm thinking maybe, you got me thinking about this. If you found the pickle in the tree, maybe you won one of these
Oh gosh.
pickle trees to take home with you.
That would cause me not to look.
Well, okay. And then if you got nothing but leftovers to contribute to one of these unluck events,
Yes.
well, Jello came up with yet another recipe to share with the
You were always
unsuspecting.
looking for some way to use Jello.
Absolutely. And they found it. It's called Use Up Your Leftovers Jello Salad. You
So
know,
are we putting like meat again in this kind of?
I'm looking at the picture of it. It looks more like some vegetable-ish stuff, but use your imagination. There could be some other things in there too.
Oh man.
And, if you're if you're in a time crunch, you could get one of these special Jello salads already prepackaged in layer pack. Look at this.
That's a great idea. Is a, now that is something I could, I could go to.
Okay, so layer pack, it comes in a can. It's already layered for you. It's already got the gelatin to hold it all together.
And this is 1956.
What a winner. This one was, who knows, it was the Jello era.
Holy mackerel. I can't even say holy mackerel.
Well, you could maybe put some mackerel in there. I
I
don't
guess, I guess.
You probably could put mackerel in just about anything you wanted.
So I want you to whip up a couple of these. So in our next video, we
Yeah.
can go ahead and reflect on how tasty they were and how badly we've misjudged all this food from days of yore or your.
Either that or we'll be so gastronomically distressed that we will never do one of these videos again. But wait, there's more.
Wait a minute, there can't be.
Yeah, there is. So this one's really special looking. I'm just going to tell you what's in it before I show you the picture of it,
All right,
okay?
all right.
All right. So you combine water and tomato soup, so far okay, in a large saucepan.
Yeah.
Now you add gelatin. You knew that was coming, right?
You had gelatin?
You add gelatin. So we're back to the Jello people. And then you let it bloom. Bloom?
Bloom?
Is that a cooking term you're familiar with? Because
I
I'm
don't
not.
know. Chef Tonier doesn't know that one.
He doesn't bloom, right?
I don't bloom.
All right. So once it's bloomed, you let that happen for about 5 minutes, and then you turn your heat down to medium and you stir it. And you keep stirring it until there are no lumps in the gelatin. You don't want lumps in your gelatin tomato water mixture.
Anybody who's watching this video has ever eaten anything close to that, just go ahead and comment so we can know that you're alive.
All right, but we're not done with this recipe because now it's time to turn off the heat and add, are you ready for this drum roll? SpaghettiOs and hot dogs. So anyway, you take this concoction now that you've just let bloom and, doctored up, and then you pour it into a greased mold. I don't want to know what kind of grease they use because I'll bet it was something like lard. But anyway,
Yes.
and then you refrigerate it for 4 to 5 hours or until firm. And then you unmold it and you have this lovely concoction. Look at that.
Oh my gosh. I mean, people ate that. I can't imagine. I've eaten some weird stuff. One of my dad's favorites was an old Navy thing called blank on a shingle.
Oh yeah.
And I to this day, my wife has never made it. I've never made it, but I used to love corned beef and gravy on toast because that's what I kind of grew up eating.
I had chip beef gravy on toast.
Yeah, that's it.
Came in a jar,
Well,
glass jar and then after you used it up, then you saved the jar because those were your drinking glasses.
yeah,
And eventually you get a complete match set.
yeah, it was a little thing that big, and it was dried beef, and then
Yeah.
that's it. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We live separate lives differently.
Yeah. Well, we have one more recipe to wrap this up.
All right, I can't wait.
I saved the best for last because
Wait
I
a
know.
minute. I gotta put on my other hat.
Uh-huh.
This is my Taco Tuesday hat.
All right.
All right, and it's Friday, but we can
Okay.
eat tacos today.
No, I think we're going to change it to Frito Friday
There you go.
because this recipe contains Fritos.
Oh, perfect.
Tell me if you've ever
These are Fritos.
tell me if you've ever had this. It's called Fritos Prune Whip.
Fritos prune whip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me
And
about it.
so here's what you do. You take 1 cup of prune pulp and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, a half cup of heavy cream that you're going to whip, a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, a dash of salt, a 1/4 cup of crushed Fritos. Measure that out after you've crushed them. So here's what you do. You whip the cream until it's stiff. Then you add the sugar and you add the salt and the lemon juice to the prune pulp, and you fold that into the cream. And then you chill and you serve it with crushed Fritos on top.
Oh my, Sherry, we've been doing these for a while now. Probably not as regular as we should be doing them, but
And this is why.
I want you to make that dish and I want you to serve it to Jeff and get back to me on how long you lived after he ate that.
Did I do something to upset you or
It's the most, that is the most awful sounding dish I have ever heard in my life.
well, and this particular recipe says that it serves 4. I think they're wrong. I think it
Oh,
serves probably 27.
yeah, yeah, I would. Yeah, we could take that to our next Avon Lake Historical Society function and
Yeah,
probably keep it.
take it home.
Well, um, are there any other god awful recipes?
You know what? I'm done.
Good,
I
good.
mean, this trip down memory lane, these recipes of yore.
There was back during the depression, if you will, there was a lot of things that people ate because they couldn't afford anything else. But this is 50s, perhaps early 60s kind of food.
Yeah.
Well, I know we weren't wealthy by any stretch of the imagination. We ate some normal stuff, but not these pictures nauseate me.
But was your cupboard packed with Jello, gelatin, and all different
we,
flavors?
we seem to eat a lot of, we did have a lot of Jello.
Yeah.
It was fruit salad and Jello mixed together in a big 9-inch, what do you call it, casserole or pie plate kind of a thing. And then, and I actually haven't had Jello in a long time, and I like Jello, you know.
Do you?
Yeah, I
Okay.
do, but I don't like it with pizza sauce
Or SpaghettiOs?
or SpaghettiOs. I mean, I got to tell you how many times I fed my own boys SpaghettiOs for lunch. You know,
Should have put them in Jello. It would have gone farther.
I never thought of it.
Yeah.
Never thought of it. Now I'll have to pass this down to my granddaughter. So,
You do that. Let me know how that works for you, okay?
well, I just want to thank you for revisiting your foods of yore
Oh.
and all the research that you did. And I'll make sure that I never, ever, ever, ever eat any of that. And I want to thank you for opening 2024 with an amazing video. And I will probably regret even recording this video. So
Well,
it's
I don't know. I think this video will generate some additional recipes that might compete with what we've already shown
no,
people.
no. When they see these pictures,
Uh,
I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I appreciate it, and I thank you, and welcome everybody back to a minute of history or two, 2024, and we're going to continue to do these through the season, through the winter, and until one of us loses their computer or whatever happens. So this is Tony and
Sherry Spencer.
saying see you next time. Bye bye.